Well, hey there, folks. Let's read that book, which I'm going to start every post with. If you missed that one, I don't blame you. Alright, something to be happy about is a cathedral of trees and camels.
I hate camels.
Okay, today's video is a response to a video I saw by my good friend MilzaSays. I'm not sure how to pronounce her YouTube name, but here's the link. And she did something on the modern arts of Russia, which I sort of questioned the validity of. Don't get me wrong, it was a fun video to watch, but I don't think she checked her work. But who knows, maybe everything I'm about to tell you about Russian Impressionism between 1930 and 1980 is wrong, and she's actually got it down. Either way, it's a fun video. I gave it away. I'm gonna talk about Russian Impressionism art from between 1930 and 1980, which is during communist Russia. The reason I talk about this is because I like Russia and I like art, so shut up and listen. Russian Impressionism is a actually very little-known form of art in America, mostly because it was done during the Cold War and during the Soviet regime, which they were sort of isolationist at the time, and they didn't like sharing their art with non-Soviet countries, and frankly, some of the artists just, weren't allowed to make the art that they made. Communism's tough, man.
Soviets.
Like any impressionist art, it's not as abstract. It's usually a real scene, something that you could see in the real world, but, you know, with a spin on it, with an emotion. Okay, let's show you some. I'm just going to show you a few artists that are a little less known. I just picked them at random by the pictures that I kind of liked. So here we go. Here is Boy by Nikolai Bogdanov-Belsky.
I won't pretend I know how to pronounce these names, it's just a guess, and with a little Russian accent I'm throwing in.
There's a boy, you know. That's a good cue on what impressionist art looks like, you know. It's kind of wavy, kind of everything, and that kid looks like, you know, he's ready for action. He's a man already. And that might be what they're trying to get across. I don't know. They had to grow up quick in Soviet Russia. Here's At the Summer House by Andrei Tutonov.
Tutu's in his name.
I don't know, it looks like a kind of run-down house. It's a lot of Russian Impressionist art, when I was looking through, doesn't look very happy. I mean, I understand why. They were going for an Impressionist feeling that the French sort of did, but French Impressionism was a little more happy at the time. It was a little more upbeat, because things were going pretty good in France, besides, you know, a little occupation by the Germans, but, you know, they shook that off. That's a beat-up-looking house. That's their summer house? I don't want to live there. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's just not a happy place to be. Here's one for the ladies. This is called My Son by Peter Pokarzhevsky. Pokarzhevsky, that's hard to say. Yeah, I guess that's this man's son without a shirt. He doesn't look happy either. This one's a little happier. It's called Puddle in the Road by Vladimir Filipov. I don't know. The thing about art is that it does something different for everyone else. Maybe you just look at it and say, oh, there's a road, and there's a puddle in it, and there's a green field, and there's some trees, I'm gonna go watch some football. No offense to football fans. Go Pack. But, I don't know, what I get from this is, you know, it's so empty. There's no one there. Where is everybody? And there's just that puddle in the road. It's almost signifying something like, it feels lost. Like, when you see a road like that, you're not going anywhere fast. You're just stuck. You're I don't know, it's beautiful, but what now? And that's possibly how a lot of the Russians felt at the time. They were stuck in this communist regime, which was basically a godless, do-what-we-tell-you thing, and I don't know, no matter what you think of socialism, they were doing it somewhat wrong. It wasn't a happy place to live. Most of these paintings are just really becoming discovered over the past decade or two because they were, like I said, all hidden before the Iron Curtain fell. But there's some Russian art. Interpret it as you will and go look some up. And now talk to your new best friend, Quote. Hi, Quote. Isn't he so cute? Little Quote. That's his name. His name's Quote. And if you're wondering what shirt I'm wearing, this is the Mechanical Owl King. Do what he tells you.